the decorum of the meeting. And again, coming back to the mics, you see that mics should be, friends, muted. Now we are into the 6th year of online courses. छठा साल हमारा शुरू हो चुका है, and we are well acquainted with these Zoom meetings and Google Meet and the WebEx meetings. So still, if we are unable to mute ourselves while the lecture is going on, so it is really a sorry state for us if somebody's mic is on, because you see that resources, again I'm telling that they are sparing their valuable time, they are giving their 100% to us. So it is a humble request, that is only a half day course, only 3 hours course, as per your convenience, at the home comfort, at your working place comfort, you are getting this classes and all the knowledge through online mode. So it is a humble request from our side that your mic should be muted, and if your camera are on, are on, so you should maintain the decorum. Nobody should be eating or lying on the bed while the camera is on. काइंडली सी दैट अगर आपके कैमरा ओपन है तो हम अच्छे से बैठे हुए दिखे रिसोर्स पर्सन को. अगर आप कहीं कंफर्टेबल नहीं हो तो आप कैमरा बंद भी रख सकते हो. You can open your camera in the valedictory session directly now. But if your cameras are open, you see that you are maintaining the decorum of the meeting, and kindly see that your mics are open. When Amol is taking the attendance, you see that only a single person he is taking the attendance, and continuously 7 to 8 people continuously are telling the roll number. He is not an AI tool, no, that he can take all the roll numbers within a fraction of a second. He is a human. जिसका नंबर नहीं आया है उसने वेट करना है, उसने व्हाट्सएप पर डालना है, उसने यहाँ पर चैट में डालना है. काफी सारे ऑप्शंस हमारे पास में अवेलेबल है. वी विल कंफर्म अगेन एंड अगेन that you are there in the cloud meeting or not. So while the attendance going on, it is my humble request to all of you that if your roll number have been passed, if an Amol is taking attendance, you see that whenever he will call back you again, then and only give your attendance or put in the chat box that you are present. And I hope that you are enjoying this NEP orientation and sensitization course of this Marketing Mission Teachers Training Center. And this is the last day of the first week. Tomorrow will be the holiday, and from Monday to Friday, the second week will be there. And again, the test will be there, what I have told. So we are just waiting for the resource person to join our cloud meeting. So we will take a break of 5 minutes, and we are just waiting for the resource person, Professor Bhaskar Sathe, to join our cloud meeting.
అమర్ కోర్స్ బాగుంది ఎన్నో డీటెయిల్స్ ఉంది.
गौरव बनवलंय पीपीटी शेअर कर.
So, very good afternoon to one and all. Today we have been joined by our Honorable Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, Honorable Management Council member of our university, Professor Dr. Bhaskar Sathe has joined as a resource person today. So on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, I welcome Professor Dr. Bhaskar Sathe sir to this third day of the NEP Orientation Sensitization course. Dr. Bhaskar Sathe is a Fulbright Fellow of M.F. Max, Professor in Department of Chemistry, Director Center for International Relations. Also, he is headed Department of Nanoscience and Technology, Coordinator, Department of Forensic Science, also Dean Faculty of Science and Technology of our university, Management Council member of our university. His research area includes nanoscience, nanotechnology, inorganic materials, nanomaterials, fuel cells based acoustics reaction sensors, electrochemical, water splitting and biomass conservation reactions, organic and environmental electrochemistry, and other related intrafacial studies. He has done his PhD from the prestigious CSIR National Chemical Laboratory through University of Pune under the supervision of Professor Vijay Mohan K. Pillai. Also, he has been a vast experience of teaching and research. Also, he is a panel reviewer for various activities and also a PhD external examiner for Delhi University, CSISR, Pune, RTM University, Nagpur, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Ahilyabai Holkar, Solapur University, then Institute of Chemical Technology. He has been editorial board member of Journal of Nanoscience and Nano Technology. Also, here he is working on the ad hoc board of Department of Forensic Science of our university, then Department of Nanoscience and Technology, Department of Chemistry, Rajshri Shahu College, Latur, and Department of Chemistry of MGM University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. He has been awarded World Top 2% scientist ranked and updated by Stanford University based on Scopus elsewhere data for the year 2004, also for the year 2023 and 2022 and 2021. Also as elected as a young associate of Maharashtra Academy of Science for your significant contribution to chemical science in 2017. Uh, Also, he is associated with many journals and have a professional membership. He has handled projects also, successfully completed many projects also, has also awarded patents and has a number of publications in well-reputed national and international journals. So indeed, it is really a pleasure and honor for all of us to have him here as a resource person today. So on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, I welcome Professor Bhaskar Sathe sir, and I would now hand over the session to him. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all.
Good afternoon,
Thank you.
sir.
Good
Thank you.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Rakesh, sir, for a nice introduction. and whole team of this HRDC for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this course. So for this course, I'll be talking on international opportunities. Especially, I will concentrate more on Fulbright Nehru postdoctoral fellowship or the Fulbright Nehru schemes, which is actually the bilateral program. And why I have chosen this program, the reason behind this is we, the teacher on the platform, where we can move, we can motivate our colleagues to move through this program, or we can motivate our students, relatives, or the stakeholder from other areas too. Right? So by keeping this view in mind, I will explore certain opportunities which we can cater. Please understand very first, this is not limited to the science. This is based on the social contribution or the social ambassador point of view. This leadership in terms of the solving societal problems. So in that point of view, just look this fellowship, how this is beneficial for us. Okay. So if we are talking about the international exposure or the global exposure, so we always fascinate. People use, if you are seeing those who are moved from the India to abroad for their higher studies or to be joined as a faculty over there or the scientist over there or some other purpose or the science, even certain exchange also is become like a point of attraction. So in that point of view, if you are looking for the research point of view or the learning point of view, infrastructure plays a better role. Right? If you are seeing the mobility of the international students from abroad to the India, so they always look for the universities which are present in the metro cities. Why it is? The reason behind this is where the availability of the accommodation, availability of the local market and the other facilities over there, availability of the international hostel facilities or the security, everything will come in a picture. Other than this, internal infrastructure which belongs to the particular lab, if I'm working in a energy, is it I'm having the all minute facilities which is available in my laboratory. That is also plays a major role. So in that point of view, always mobility is depends on the learning infrastructure. In terms of learning, in terms of the teaching or research, whatever may be. Right? This is one thing. Another thing is the higher earning of either knowledge, skill, or a global job market, whatever may be. This is another approach, another vision behind this. Third one is to make the forever networking, to build up active live collaboration of forever. This is the reason why people always think about the international. Right? International, yes, don't think it is something is entirely extraordinary. This 80-20 pattern is everywhere. It's like a 20% universities are good, 80% are normal. 20% colleges are good, other 80% colleges are normal. If we are talking about our colleagues as a teachers, 20% will only will put efforts, other 80% will just finish their time. Right? This is everywhere. So don't think all universities abroad are having the same or the expected potential. It's not like that. We need to choose a proper university. We need to find out a proper professor. We need to catch a proper lab which is having a better potential compared to our existing position. So then and then only you think about the mobility, right? So in that point of view, we have a certain chances to go for that. So these are the way where we can choose. We can find out the route to go abroad. One is very first is the degree program. If some of the your students wanted to complete some credits from universities like Texas, university like Stanford, right? So where there is opportunities. I will let you know what opportunities are there. But to complete some of the credit, either one semester or 2 semester, candidate student can go for their bachelor or the masters. Yes, if the students are doing their PhD here in a university, Dr. Bhaskar Ambedkar in Department of Chemistry, if he registered, he or she registered for their PhD. Unfortunately, our targets are different. Our theme of our university is different. We cannot provide all possible facilities which are required for the research. So, if we need help of some advanced instrumentation, so that PhD student can look for the comfortable lab. So in that point of view, if the laboratory is available some with a very renowned professor, like maybe the Nobel laureate or maybe the senior faculty which is there in university in United States, one of the university in the United States. So this candidate can go for like a 6 months, can go for like a year, 8 months, even 4 months is also good. You will go, finish their work, come back, write a manuscript, submit as a collaborative publication. Right? If the candidate's performance is like extraordinary or is sufficient to be work in the future in the same lab, so that professor will give the offer. You finish your PhD from India and come back. We have this scheme for your PhD, for your higher studies like a postdoctoral studies. So that is a better opportunity to make a stepping stone. This fellowship will support. Another is the exchange semester abroad programs. Internship abroad nowadays through the NEP, there are internships or the AEDP type of things are coming, or skill-based educations are coming. You know, you might have seen the upper IDs, ABC IDs, where candidate can move to any university in India, can do some credits from the Dr. Bamu, some from the SPPU, some from the Mumbai University, some from the Kolhapur University, or some other from the universities from the Delhi or some Bangalore, right? There is no limitation of, or there is no restriction for candidates to earn the credits from the same institute, right? These are the what you can say the flexibility has given under the NEP 2020, right? So likewise, so the ultimate vision up to this what you can say the educational shift is target is to make the student employable. To make the student employable, before that you just make the student more skill based. So the internship programs are coming. So like candidate can go to the go in the at the mid of the at the end of the semester or at the summer vacation. There are some schools or the FDPs, development programs, or internship programs, skill based in industries, where the student can go and learn certain skill, and by the cost of that time spent, he will earn some credits which will add in their marks. Right? This is also part of that. So this is not only limited to here in India. Internationally, candidate can move for a period, right? Because of the easy transportation and the communication, networking, it's become a very easy for the candidates to move abroad and come back to in between a semester or something like that. This is one thing. Another is the research collaboration. Yes, if my area is matching with the somebody's area from the United States, we have certain opportunities. Under that, I can move for a certain period. The faculty from United States can come for a certain period, do their collaborative work, publish together, will be beneficial for both the institute or the both the profiles. This is one thing, as this is about the research. Another is the joint degree program. As we say, so NEP 2020 explores very more windows are open for the stakeholders. Especially this target is to make the education globally accessible or in line with the global education system. So in that point of view, this joint degree program is the one of the opportunity I can explore here. There are financial supports will come, and that is international financial support that again will count in terms of the currency variation. If you earn $1, here we have the 1,000 rupees around. So this way, scholarship, fellowship grants will be the financial support will get it. Right. So for this, there is a certain trend, especially the universities from United States, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany. They have certain fellowship, titled fellowships, right? Like a Boy Scout was there, like yeah, Raman fellowship is there, like Abdul Kalam fellowship is there, Singh Obama fellowship is there, like a Fulbright Nehru fellowship is there. So these are the fellowships for the students who work here in United States. There are UK and this European Union based fellowships are there that belongs to the like Horizon 2020, right? Then we have the Marie Curie fellowship, right? Similar for the Canada, Australia, for Germany, we have the like Humboldt fellowship. So like this, popular countries, they made this exchange platform because they understand, yes, collaboration is the right way to make the strengthen the research. Student exchange or the faculty exchange will make the cultural exchange, and at the end, if there is a cultural exchange, we give the peaceful environment to the students which are global. So these are the ultimately see these countries again are very professional. If our somebody is very brilliant person is coming from the India, they will give the comfortable environment for them. That person will not come back. So likewise, we lose some Nobel laureates. It is unfortunate for India, and that is very fortunate for that individuals. The reason behind this is some people went outside. They got a very high, sophisticated instrumentation, and so they just applied their mind, and they come up with the quality research results, and that will be in a range of Nobel Prize, and they got a Nobel Prize of that, right? So there are there. It means, especially if you are talking about the science, other than C.V. Raman, Bharat Ratna C.V. Raman, we don't have the Nobel laureate. Right? We are reaching to the 100 year, but unfortunately, we don't have another person. We don't have other scientific festival, right? But there are Nobel Prize winners which are from the Indian origin, but unfortunately, their work is on a credit of some other countries, right? So this is the things actually is need to note as a uh, Indian citizen hearing, right? So emerging interest in the Europe, of course, English is the medium and which is the global language. Actually, thousands of Indian students go abroad annually through the different fellowship schemes, and there are again for the students they know their future. If you earn certain credit from a particular university abroad, that is creditable and will have the job sharing. So they took the education loan from the uh, banks, renowned banks like Indian, SBI will give the loan, and through that the student will earn certain credits from the other countries. So this is the general practice, but it's very creditable. N number of students are have the annual mobility abroad. So then the question comes about the eligibility. Eligibility will come actually, of course, is the competitive things. If you are moving outside for their higher studies, academic record should have the good standard, means like the competitive academic record, I can say, in terms of the marks or in terms of the grades, right? So this is one case. Another case, certain universities for a certain stage, if you are a student going for the bachelor, they feel, is it having a sufficient strength in terms of the language, either writing, listening, or even talking. So in that way, so these are the tests, that is standardized tests: GRE, GMAT, SAT, TOEFL, IELTS, right? So these are the tests they will look for this, because even though these days subject is like NET, some professor knows in United States, yes, NET is the examination is taken in India to test their subject knowledge. So if the candidates with a NET and without NET, if they will compare. So likewise, these are the standardized tests which are important for us. If the students are going for them publications for if the PhD student is applying for the postdoctoral research, so they look for the publication record, right? If the faculty is going through this program for a certain step, so they will look in terms of the research projects, right? Publications, right? And how many students you have completed, guided, working, right? Everything they will look for. What is the infrastructure in your laboratory? What is the standard trend of publication, impact factor, right? So this is one case. Another case, this is about the letters of recommendation. They look for the candidate is in, can say, is up to the mark to work in that laboratory or in a group. They believe somebody's words. That word should come from the competent authorities. If I am a student, completed PhD from Dr. Babu, so they will believe very first person under whom we have done our PhD. Like your supervisor give the proper words, its evaluation very proper. Again, another two, like means minimum three recommendations they require. Other two, they will look from the higher authorities, like maybe vice chancellor should be there. If I am a faculty here since last 20 years, so my vice chancellor will judge me properly. So that judgment, because see, without seeing you, without talking much with you, they are believing on your application, on your write-up, and they are calling you in their laboratory. Their investment should not fail. By keeping this in mind, they have there is a provision of letters of recommendation. Who recommending, what they have written, everything will come in. Everything is equally important in that way. Language, you should have the multifaceted, especially the place where you are going, that language you should know. If somebody is coming from the United States to here, at least along with the English, little bit Hindi they should know, because they went in the market. The people from the market, from the Gulmandi people, cannot all speak, will not speak, all will not speak in English. So in that point of view, local language requirement is equally important in this case. Funding support, in addition to Fulbright Nehru Fellowship, there are some other fellowships from the government of India is also started, National Overseas Scholarship. Especially there is inside this, DST is having a provision to for especially for the SC and ST candidate. They will get a funding for like a 3-year continuously for their either PhD or the postdoc from the DST university. We need to apply for that. University specific scholarships. If I am going in a Stanford University yearly gives some scholarships. I can apply for that. External scholarships, as there are n number of scholarships external. In addition to the Fulbright Nehru, there are European Union, JSPS in Japan, ABH in Germany and European Union, like DAD in Germany. So Germany and France. So these are the fellowships where candidates are moving from under this external support. Right. Application process, research, capability, shortlist, test, apply, visa. So these are the things where the candidate will move. Deadline vary by the country and university. Document checklist. So the basic documents they need in a particular format, maybe in a transcript form or the scores, because they suppose like they need to judge the candidates on the equal platform, right? So in that point of view, application process and timeline is equally important. Visa, immigration, and work rights. There are this information is available on every website. So this requires whatever the document they require. They have the checklist. Work permit, post-study work, visas, renewal, extensions, status exchange. So these are the things which are equally important. Just 1 minute. There are certain challenges actually that will consider sometime the barrier or at the end, if you are learning, there is no barrier for that. We cannot restrict that through the financial support. But the costing is high, but currency fluctuations are there. Sometimes they will affect. And majorly, the well-developed countries where the living cost is very high. So where you are going, that is also important, right? So cultural and language barriers are, of course, are there. Some people are vegetarian people. They, for them, it's very difficult to cope up with the environment in abroad, adapting to a new education system. That's the reason why NEP 2020 will help us to adapt with the all education systems. This education system is already well settled globally, right? So to make homogenize us to get a benefit for our students. So this classroom teaching is coming down and lab-based education system is coming up. Industry environment is there. You might have seen the AEDP program, apprenticeship embedded programs. So through this, the candidate will get financial support from that university, sorry, from that industry. In addition to that, from the board of government actually, right? That is good. So this together will support government along with the industry together will support that student to earn some credit in addition to that some skills from that university, from that industry. I'm sorry, right? So another issue is the safety and travel issues. That is not much, but yes, if somebody is coming from the abroad to here in Dr. Bamu, so Bamu University is having the responsibility of taking care of that person. So they will put some extra safety safeties that they make them more safer, right? Recognition of a degree in India is important because from where you have earned your education, that is important part of the system, I can say. There are success stories, case studies. I will let you know at the end of this one. Right. So there are strategic tips. Start early as possible. Plan well. Use official sources and websites to believe that. Talk to alumni network everywhere. Every scheme is they have their alumni network. Their own website. Hello. Hello. Government portals are there. The notification will come on that. Scholarship websites are there, and periodically they have it's like the schedule is fixed. This fellowship will open in this year like this. University website they have the internal connection. Study abroad consultants and forums are there. Right. So this is about the overview about the opportunity which we have. Now I will move toward the Fulbright program. Why I am talking about I am going to talk on the Fulbright. Reason behind this is very first is yes, I am a Fulbright fellow. I am a beneficiary of this fellowship. I got a huge benefit from this. Huge in terms of uh, upgradation of my profile as concerned. I am having a lifelong one person who is supporting me from the United States to do the research here in India. Very one thing. Second thing, he's a reviewer for me. It means if somebody asks me the recommendation, I will ask him to write about me. He will that much confident to write about me. And because of this very prestigious fellowship, I am having a n number of openings in terms of fundings I am a reviewer of DST projects because of this only. I got a huge funding from the because funding agents has believe on me because of this fellowship. I earned this fellowship. Yes, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. It's highly possible if you are trying. Right. So I will let you know the history of this funding uh, or this Fulbright program little bit. It's very beautiful and this one history is there. This person I am showing one photo here. So this person, the senator James William Fulbright, he was a senator in the assembly during the our Second World War. Right, that is in 1946. That period, like a 40 to 45, 40, 50. In that period, William Fulbright was the active senator in the Assembly of America. So during the Second World War, he observed because of the cultural disparity, this particular issue has happened. And large number of unnecessary the common people had died. Huge, what you can say, the unnecessary huge loss was there. So then they thought educational exchange is the way to make people understand the different cultures. If the people understand the different cultures, they accept the others' cultures, right? And so to make this, what you can say, the workable, they started collecting money from the rich people from the United States, and he uh, generated huge revenue, and that revenue, through that revenue, he started approaching different countries, right? To increase the mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of the other countries was the motto. Another motto is create a large academic and cultural network around the world to make it means if you are not doing these things, the boundaries will be very strong. If you are not removing the boundaries, to remove the boundaries or to minimize the gap between the countries, the cultural exchange is very important. So, in that point of view, he approached India in 1946 and established the very first bridge with the India when the Fulbright Nehru through the Fulbright Nehru program. So from the United States side, the word has come Fulbright. William Fulbright was the senator, and from here in India, the president was Jawaharlal Nehru. So the combined title has come, that is Fulbright Nehru Fellowship, right? And so they started uh, working on this program through putting like 75 contribution from the United States and 25% contribution from the India together. And that has started from 1946. And now in 2008 onwards, we become an equal partner. During the Singh Obama, Manmohan Singh was there, and some additional fellowships has started. In addition to that, this Fulbright Nehru becomes India and United States becomes equal partner, and this will be under the title of United States India Educational Foundation, USIEF Educational Foundation, right? So operates in this, especially I was talking about the India is the Fulbright Nehru. Likewise, this Fulbright is program with some other countries also. Around 160 countries are having this bilateral program. Around 4 lakh scholars got benefited from this. Total 8,000 grants annually they release. See the huge network. 21,000 fellowships administered by UBSIF with different countries. For example, Fulbright Nehru postdoctoral fellowship, Fulbright Nehru doctoral fellowship, Fulbright Nehru master fellowship. Likewise, some person from the Pakistan. So US, Pakistan, that program is having a different fellowship. Likewise, 21,000 fellowships are running right now. Right? See the huge, uh, can say the titles which are available with us. Right? So the mission is to promote the mutual understanding through the educational exchange, educational and cultural exchange. Vision is to make the educational gateway to the United States and India, clearing house of the education system information on both sides, advocate for Indo-US educational collaboration, supporter of quality in and access the education. So these are the actual visions of USIF. Objectives are to make the fellowships for the Indian and American students, faculties, and professionals, to promote the dialogue among the Fulbrighters and other communities as an outgrowth of education exchange, educational advising services for the Indian students, those who are interested in pursuing higher studies in the United States and United States students in India. Right. So this is actually the objective of these fellowships. What this grant offers? I was talking about these 21,000 fellowships. These are the titles which represent that here. So this is about the Fulbright Nehru. In addition to Fulbright Nehru, Fulbright Kalam postdoctoral fellowships also entered. When the Abdul Kalam was there, they thought we need to put some additional focus on the climate change. So the climate change based the fellowships has come from the Fulbright Kalam fellowships, right? Especially for the environmental studies, especially for the industrial management, right? Academic and professional excellence. So these are actually the about the F and K fellowship, like for masters, Fulbright Nehru for the doctoral, Fulbright Kalam also for the doctoral, Fulbright Nehru for the postdoctoral, Fulbright Kalam for the postdoctoral research, academic and professional exchange, both are for this visiting chair programs. There are certain chairs of the university, international education administrators program. So these are about the Fulbright Nehru. In addition to that, Humphrey Fellowship is there. That is specifically person from the United States. They have put the special on his name, Fulbright Foreign Language Teaching Assistant Program. In addition to research, there is a teaching program, Fulbright Distinguished Award in Teaching Program for the International Teacher, Excellence and Achievement Program, Fulbright Scholar in the Residence Program. What is required from the Indian nationals? Very minimum requirements are there from them. High level of academic and professional achievements. What is mean by this? It means you should have the good track record of your academic. Means 10th, first class, or the distinction, and 12th if you are not pass. Then BSc if you have good mark. Then MSc if you are not a good mark. So this type of fluctuation should not be. They need a very consistent, progressive, or the consistent, stable, high level academic or the professional achievement record. So they look that point of view. Another one is the proficiency in English language. You should have the good command as a communication source on English. If you are employable, applications should be routed through the proper channel. Of course, we all are applicable for this. Not be applying for a holding a permanent residence or the green card in the United States. The motto behind this is the actually see both countries are looking you in a professional point of view. If the United States, I am an Indian resident or Indian faculty from the Dr. Bamu, and I am going abroad to the United States. So the judge, the committee member from the United States, so the committee is combinedly from the 5 people from the India and 5 people from the United States, like a 10 people together will decide to give you some financial support or not. Right. So during the judgment or during the evaluation, they look in that professional point of view. United States people will think you are a cream from the India will be beneficial for to get some additional benefit in that laboratory where you are going in the United States. This is one thing. What Indian people will think, those who are in a committee, you will learn something extraordinary and will come back and will apply over here. So in that point of view, you will be for this fellowship for a limited period. Even you wanted to be stay for a longer time, they will not allow. You should come back and join in your organization. The reason why? So you should apply your knowledge to your institute. Right? Preference will be given to the candidate if we have not had extensive research. If those who are not even entered in the United States, for them they have the scope. Those who are staying there in United States and they wanted to stay for a longer time or the more time, and they are applying, no, they will not get it. Right? At least last 4-5 years, he or she should be here in on a place. So we'll go one by one. Don't go with this blink year. Blink date in a month is very important. But deadline, that date is either this presentation I was prepared at for a 23, 24, 25 year. So now it's 25, 26, 26 is going on for a 27, 28 year. Right? So Fulbright Nehru Masters Fellowships, generally they will open in the mid of the deadline will be at the mid of the May. Before that, that will be available for like a 3 to 4 months. And the areas are this: arts and cultural management. So go with the fields. Automatically all subject will cover into this. Right? Art and cultural management, economics, environmental science and studies, higher education administration, international affairs, international legal studies, journalism and mass communication, public administration, public health, urban and regional planning, women studies, gender studies. These are the fields where applicable will be up to 2 years. Candidate can go for a 2 year. Around $80K funding cap inclusive of all expenses will be there. Designed for the highly motivated individuals, those who are demonstrate their leadership qualities, have completed the equivalent of United States bachelor's degree, have at least 3 years professional work experience, and are committed to return and contribute to their communities. So this is about the Fulbright Nehru Master Fellowships. (2024-25) field of studies includes these areas. So see, these all areas are like they have given this with means like all these are areas which covers all subjects, right? So these fields or the areas are based on their sir, hello, hello.
Sir, you are audible. Participants are muted, sir.
Yes, yes. Just 1 minute. पाठवून द्या मी अकॅडमी स्टाफ करेल. हा, हे करू पाठवू. So these are the areas which are actually priority areas, can say. The field of studies, and especially for this year, is the calls has opened from these areas, and this is a priority areas based on the need of a society, right? It means like a cyber security, digital economy, quantum computing. If these are AI, machine learning, these are the areas which are upcoming areas in computer science. They have mentioned over here. Public health is very important because by considering the COVID-19 all related issues, so people are putting a special emphasis on that area. Likewise, the list is finalized, and through that, the calls has open. People should apply into that and will get financial support from this. Another is like a Fulbright doctoral research fellowship, where the doctoral candidates will get a fellowship from the under this title. These calls will open at the your deadline will be and the July, and call will be open at the February, and will get the what you can say the fellowships for like a 6 to 9 months. Those who are going for a short period, like a 6 month or the 9 months, to complete some of the or the partial work of their thesis in the laboratory at United States. Right. So this is one of the example I am showing here. Corresponding to this person is working. Those who are he as the person who is already completed their PhD from the India, and he got an opportunity to work as the Fulbright fellow. So these is the deadlines of or this is July again, where the duration is of from will be minimum up to the 8 month and up to the 24 months, means like a 2 year. This financial support will get from the Fulbright Nehru Fellowship. Another fellowship is Fulbright Nehru Academic and Professional Excellence Fellowship. This is designed for the faculty, researchers, and professionals, those who are interested to teach, to do the research, or both research and teaching together here at United States. Right. So this is the deadline for this is the July 17, and the period for this is like a 4 to 9 months. Another is the Fulbright Climate Fellowship. As I was talking about, the climate related fellowships has entered by the on the name of APJ Abdul Kalam sir. And these fellowships are offered to build a long-term capacity to address climate-related issues in India and United States. Because see, this climate, energy, these are the backbone of the global currency. Energy and environment are internally very connected to each other. If energy problems are there, the energy resources quality will come down and will directly affect on the climate. If the climate is not good, we have the energy related issues. So these are connected. If both are going well, if people are using the green energy resources like wind energy or the solar energy, so we have the environment protection, we have the climate control, right? So these are the things uh, we have seen that actually we have observed during COVID-19. We able to recover our seasons. The rain was in time and sufficient. So this was not there again after 2 years. So this is the problem. So especially by putting this target, Abdul Kalam or Fulbright together, this fellowship has come for the doctoral research, postdoctoral research, and academic and professional excellence people. So there is a fellowship that is for the visiting programs, especially that is designed for the Indian scholars, not for the United States, because this fellowship is in Emory University in the United States, where on the multidisciplinary approach to the global integration will be for 1 semester, chair for the teaching, lecturing, and or conducting research in Emory University at Atlanta campus. Similarly, that is in Massachusetts, that this is for the public policy, 1 semester, and where they will get the financial support for this visiting chair program, like to design for the Indians and uh, especially for to conduct the research and lecturing teaching. These are the people went for the 2 year program, that is Fulbright Nehru International Education Administrator Seminar, that is designed to provide Indians mid to the senior level faculty and administered from educational institution in India the opportunity to experience the first hand the higher education institution in the United States. So these are the people are working as an administrator in a different countries, different. So these are these are the professor from the Nanded, Vani madam, Vani Laturkar madam, right? So likewise, people from the different universities from a different countries are together. That is for a 2 week. What they will learn, they will go and learn or exchange the thoughts to the better administration. Right? They may be the dean, they may be the pro vice chancellor type of people. So those are having the administrator seminar work. Herbert Humphrey Fellowship Program, where the agriculture and rural development, communication, journalism for young and mid-career professionals, policymakers, planners, administrators, and managers in the government, public, and private sectors. So they get this fellowship for a 10 month, and these are the areas. Actually, see, understand any research area or any specialization will cover in these areas. So don't hesitate to be considered. We are not a part of that and all these things. I am in I'm working in a botany or I'm working in a zoology. So this is not finding here. It's not like that. Health management, health, everything will come. Like a plant, economy, development, policy. So environment where the botanies will come, right? Likewise, the cases are. So now we'll move toward the the structure of this grant. What we'll get from this grant. So I'm happy to say here, the moment you started applying, from that day to you are coming back from the fellowship, everything will cover in this fellowship. Everything I'm talking about. It means if they called you for the interview to the Delhi, they will give the airfare travel. If they call you for this orientation to know how the United States, that university, or the how the uh, which things you should carry, right? How to stay over there, what security we need to take it. So everything will cover. In that case, they call you for like a 2 days orientation program. So that will be in a 5-star hotel somewhere in the metropolitan city, and they give you the airfare tickets. The stay will be completely free, right? So likewise, so the structure is very peaceful. In addition to that, what additional we need? We need accident and sickness free of cost medical expenses, or what we can say, the insurance. We used to say that is insurance, that they will provide us free of cost. If you are going as a student, tuition fees, laboratory fees, library fees, or some other fees, everything will cover into that. And in addition to that, they will give you the monthly stipend expenses. If your family is joining you, if you married and your wife want to join you, and that if she is staying with you for like more than 80% of your period, they will provide you some additional uh, family expenses. So this is the actual grant benefits I wanted to put in front of you. So now we'll go for the what is the review process, which is very important part of this. Program announces at the every February, right? And that will be up to the mid of May to the September. They will call all applications. Applications will be screened by the subject experts. That takes 2 more months. Up to November, you will have the expert evaluation report, and then they call you for the interview, and that is in the mid of the like August to the December. Why the durations are flexible? Because there are different fellowships are having the different dates in between. Some are from June, some are some call will be open in July. It's like that. So some are called in August, some are in September, some are in October, some November, some are in December, right? But at the end of the December, everything will be ready. So then they will recommend or they will forward your calls, your applications to the United States partner agencies to judge, to evaluate your this program, and slowly they will release your call letters. They will give the assurance of a grant terms at the May to the January. Then they will give the documents for the process the visa, and slowly you will depart from your place to the United States at the July. So if you start from the February 23, it is the end of the July 24, means like a 1.5 year process of evaluation is there. Right? So if you have started applying, you should catch a proper professor at the January of 23, and you are going in a next July, next year July, right? So if you are looking for this geographical distribution of the people, so you'll understand that there is a what you can say, the candidates are distributed systematically in a different places, right? Majority of institutes are there in California, here in New York, right? So this number looks like a more New York, New Jersey, something like that. But yes, there are good universities are there in United States at a different place. You can apply for this, right? If you are talking about the application procedure, very first you read instructions, posted on the USIEF. If you don't have the time to read, you just call me. I will give the information, or call me like a person which are available there on a website. On a website of USIEF, all earlier the alumni, fellow alumni are there from all schemes. If you want to go for the master, you have the available persons of masters over there. Every year, who has went in which university, through which title, what was the area, is it from? So catch a person from your area. Personally, you call them. Everything is there on the website. At least you will get an email. On email, go to that person's university. Their home page is there. Or you search by their name, you will get everything. Write them, contact them, take a help of them, and start preparing your application. Right? But in addition to that, everything will be there on the website. That is USIF. USIF stands for United States India Educational Foundation. Attend a mentoring program organized in April through June. They have the programs available over different countries, sometimes online. Last month only we were there, a part of this online meeting. Reach out to the Indian Fulbright alumni. Visit current fellow page, as I was talking about this. Visit the USIF Facebook, LinkedIn, or the Twitter pages. You will get the everything on that page. Right? View the videos, Indian Fulbrighters, ambassadors of the change on US YouTubes are there. If there are changes, so they will give us the information. Identify and correspond with the potential US host institution is very important, because that build up your potential. If you work with a Nobel laureate from your area in United States, so that will be creditable forever on your account. So right way you judge you catch a proper person over there. Now we'll move toward the certain tips. I will give some certain tips to how to make the effective proposal. Very first, don't be a reserve. Nobody will run with your speed in research. So make a very self-explanatory research proposal. Provide a clear and detailed description of the research objective. Objective should be clear. Layman should understand, because nobody will be there from your area again, I am telling you. So those who are general people, so they should understand. Demonstrate the significance of a project in relation to the India and United States. How this your concept is important to the both countries. This is the target of, or this is actually the picture of your proposal should be there. Right? So this is about your proposal. So explain how your project can be completed with. Other thing is, you should understand your concept very properly, what you are projecting. Is it workable in that stipulated period, or is not sufficient for that, or it requires more time for that? So in that point of view, if you are observing, so the evaluator will understand it's going just to enjoy the trip. This is one thing. Or just is giving something hypothetical, more. Just is stretching his duration. Work is not of that strength. So this reflection or this impression should not be there. Show how your research proposal fits within your previous training. So understand again. Your expertise should reflect from your proposal. As to reflect the expertise, you should have some publications, some fundings from that area. So that represents actual the strength of your Fulbright proposal, right? And so your previous training and research, current research and future objectives should have a certain internal connection. Mention United States University at which you would be prepared to be affiliated or have corresponded with starting specific reasons for the preference, right? So this is the case actually. It's very important. You should catch a very proper person where this your idea is workable or to work with a effective manner. There should have the proper facilities available in that lab, or the person with whom you are going to work should have the proper knowledge or proper expertise into that. Means what evaluator will look, where evaluator will look how you fit in his lab. So that comes from the support letter from them also, but it is very important to see their profiles. So if you are talking about the effective lecturing, as I was talking about the effective research, for the effective lecturing, familiarize yourself with the courses on that campus, their content, their structure, their pedagogy, and their grading. So this is one case. Another case, proposal could be for full of course. Because if you are going for one or two topics, who will take care of another two topics? So you should move for a full course. Team teaching or the series of seminars, you should take it. Focus on your teaching experiences. Indicate range of courses taught, including teaching methods. Mention your role with the curriculum development, thesis guidance, and so on. Attach sample course outline with a reading list, expected outcomes, because everything should be the crystal clear picture of your proposal. So this is the case actually they are looking for. So I don't want to spend more time again for this because I have already given the tips for the proposal. So this is again I want to say you the preference report. One report is how good researcher you are. Your supervisor should write. It's very important. How you was productive, how you was ethical, how effectively you contributed to build up the new research area in your laboratory, in his laboratory. Your individual work strength and your strength is to work in a community or in a team. That credentials should give or should present by the professor, those with whom you have worked. This is one case. Another case, support letter, how you are important in his lab. That will come from the in which lab you are going as a host. As a host, he should write about you. This is second case. Two more references will come from the people which are associated with you. So find out the people like a director, vice chancellor, or collaborator. So they will write a realistic. So the person on the better position will write. They believe is a realistic report instead of like what we have the habit. We'll call a person which is very close to us, who will write very goody things about us. So that way, reference should not be there. So they will believe always the person who is writing. The person which is on a better position is writing. Of course, they believe that. Comment upon about ability, successful completion of the project, seriousness about your purpose, adaptability to new situations, your leadership qualities, and your resourcefulness and initiatives. So this will come from this. Provide a copy of your project statement and recent saving to the each referee. They will write on the basis of that in line with your project statement. Now this, up to this, I was talking about as an information. I was talking about the what way this fellowship is beneficial for you. I was talking about the how the support letter is important. I was talking about the deadlines and the information about the areas which has covered in this. Now I will talk about the selection criteria. I am knowing this based on the, because every year I am supporting like a 4 or 5 people for these fellowships and getting a different experience from them. Wow, I have got a success that I'm sharing to the others. I'm listening to them and I'm giving the information to the third person. Likewise, this is going on. So on the basis of that, I got to know that these are the actually criteria people are looking in candidate. One is academic credentials and professional ability that will reflect from your documentation, your 10th, 12th, your graduation, post-graduation marks, your publication train, right? Your ability to work in a group, your individual publication like a single author or the author with a guide. So this will give you a individual and professional abilities. This is one case. Another case, the merit of the proposed Fulbright project. The project will be evaluated by the subject experts. Subject experts will give the marks, grades, and that information will be available for the selection committee. So they will look seriously by this. What is the actual the project? Because everybody will not judge your proposal. For that, we need as proper expertise. The person from your area will judge and will give the grade for that. Right? Need to conduct a research in the United States. Is it actually requirement to work, go for the United States for to do this work? So this also will get judged. Or just like to you want to go to the US, that's why you are taken the benefit of the or taking this platform of a research. Is not that should not be the actual the criteria. You should give the proper justification why you want to go to the United States for to do this work. Right? This is case. Outcome is productivity is very important, potential impact and benefits. So this will be the actual the criteria to judge it. Something will come out or no. Yes, the people from the area will understand. Motivation, seriousness of the purpose, your maturity, leadership, cultural adaptability will reflect from your proposal. Ability to contribute as a cultural. So this is another way to be important or is in line with the actual objective of the Fulbright fellowship or Fulbright program. So how you will get benefited or how you will capture, contribute as a cultural ambassador beyond the specified field of study. Like you should be multidimensional personality. They will look in that point of view. 10 people in a committee will observe you in a different way. Some will look your personality, some will look your actual honesty, some will look our ethics in a research, some will your depth in a research area. Some will look you are about the cultural touch, right? So in that point of view, the selection evaluation will be there. Communication skills is one of the important part, because if you are not able to communicate with the people, of no use. So in that point of view, proposal writing skill, presentation in a your presentation or your during the discussion, communication with the committee members. We'll talk about your communication skill in terms of the talking. Listening also will judge at the same place. So by this way, communication skill is equally important. How you are convincing other, or how you will get convinced by the other, is equally important as a part of selection criteria. Commitment to the community and national service. We should have to be proud as an Indian, and we have the certain commitment to return give to them. So this is the case. Actually, will be judged by the different people in a committee. This is the data of 2024. Around 261 applicants were there. Out of that, 138 got benefited, got a fellowship. The success rate is 6.7%. Right? And I'm happy to say here, those who are the women participant, for them is the golden chance. Around 46% women were nominated. Right? So if you are talking about this distribution in different statistical profiles for different titles, so these are the numbers. Success rate is 6.665, right? So if you're talking about the postdoctoral fellowships, the success rate is less, but those who are going for from the faculty, we have a better chance or better opportunities, like a 10%, 12%, where we are the part of that, right? So we can think about this. Another beauty of this fellowship, I will let you know, more the Nobel laureates are the former Fulbright recipients than any other award program. There are other award programs also there, but the maximum Nobel laureates are from the Fulbright team, either alumni of these, or they got a Fulbright fellowship where they were the Nobel laureates, something like that. 53 Fulbright alumni awarded the Nobel Prizes. Recognized 53 alumni of the Fulbright from different 14 countries. We have been awarded the Nobel Prize for their contribution to the humanities. 10 have been elected in US Congress. 18 have served as the head of the state of government. One has served as the Secretary General of the United States nation. 78 have received the Pulitzer Prize. Right? By this way, it's occupied the key roles in government, academia, and industry, maximum places. Now I will let you know the ground reality of working as a Fulbrighter, which way. So this picture is a self-explanatory picture. I don't want to spend special attention on this, but this is the actual Fulbright fellow from the other country has entered here in India, and they are interacting with this lady. So why the communication skill, effective communication is important, that I will let you know here. So this lady may, of course, may have the language problem. She cannot speak in English. So these fellows should know the another alternative language like the Hindi. Right? They are speaking with it. If you want to get collect the information to see the culture, how it is going on, so they should interact with them. Same thing about this fellow has here in India to work with a professor who is working on the solar panels. See, this fellow is collecting the information uh, from the ladies and from the villages, right? She is working on the textile and block printing at Jaipur. So these people are the Fulbright people from the United States. See how this fellow is uh, enjoying with the children from the poor family. See, this for the community services. So how he's serving the food to the common people. He's my friend actually. I was there in Pune for my study. He was with me. Fulbright Nehru for the program. See, he's talking about the actual the Fulbright Nehru scholars, how the structure in there and all these things. Same thing. He's giving the presentation. He's talking about the improving the safety and quality of the patient care. Is maybe from the medicine side. Organize seminars or the workshops related to the field. See, I love this picture. She is the lady, actually is coming, she is from the United States. Under the Fulbright visiting lecture, she came over here in India and she is teaching, interacting with these beautiful flowers of India. So why I like this picture? Because one or two, either girls or the boys from this class, tempted by her talk that why not I should be in United States like this. So that means actually the outcome is very beautiful. So in that point of view, such type of lectures are very important, I can say. So by this way, this fellowship is very important for the community building. See, this fellow is with their student. See how this person is enjoying the local wedding. Local Holi, they are playing with the people like Ahmedabad. He is going for a trekking with the students and all these things, right? So every year these fellowships are opens, and this is the website www.usief.org.in, right? And if you want more information or very specific information, you can write me at any time. You will get very good information, and you have this email ID. Just note down it, and if you want to go for this, yes, you have the you will get the any information from this section, right, at the website. So then question will come, those who are from the science, they will understand, or I will try to give the general information about this. Which way I was become successful Fulbrighter. So as we know, why United States is having a global hold. United States decides the any policy. because we used to say the rich country, right? This is one thing. Another thing is that richness is coming from their own resources of required for the common people. As far as the natural gas production is concerned, United States is having a huge backup. You might have seen from last 1 year we are observing interaction of this with Iran, Iraq, with Israel and all these things, right? So United States plays a major role in energy sector, right? So in that point of view, if you are talking about, there are some untouched areas in the United States where huge storage of petroleum gasolines are there, right? But as we know, there are certain side effects, some environmental threats of this petrol diesel. The reason behind this is the global warming, carbon emission in the environment. Even though we, as the Indian, when we are going to celebrate, now we have planning to celebrate 100-year completion golden fleet. That is 2047, where zero carbon emission is our target. Right. So in that point of view, we are talking our growth is also perfectly is moving very positively. If you are talking about the solar, the today's distribution is projected distribution of a 2030. Means we are running by 5 year early in a development. Same thing about the wind energy conversion. Same thing will be there for the nuclear energy. Right? So the issue will be resolved. So in that point of view, to learn certain things, my proposal was to get hydrogen from water. One side, carbon emission should not be there, like a zero carbon emission. Other side, we have a free of cost hydrogen is the source of energy, where the hydrogen we can produce from water. We have more than 80% water on the earth surface. Earth is covered by that. Only 20%, around 20% earth is available to use for us. Right? So this water we can use. And at the end, the side product is the other counter product is oxygen. If you take two water molecule, we'll get a two hydrogen molecule and one oxygen molecule. Right? And oxygen we need. The importance of oxygen is realized for the common people after COVID. That's right. So by keeping this view in mind and current scenario or the status of this, we need to move from the existing energy resources to the hydrogen based. And these hydrogen based resources are coming. And that is like oil age, but the beginning of the hydrogen age. And there is a difficulty, but we need to go through the different large number of technological paths. But of course, the future will be hydrogen fuel cells. Right? So this target will be there. And again, another strong people from the industry, General Motors absolutely sees the long-term future of the world, which is being based on the hydrogen economy. So by considering this scenario, we thought, why not to work on the hydrogen? Right? So what is the problem and how it is? Actually, it will take us little break of 10 minutes and we'll get back to you again. Right? 10-15 minutes is okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll take a break of 10 minutes and again we'll start. Or I am ready to continue. What you say?
Sir, we'll have a break of 10 minutes.
Your common structure will follow.
सोलापूर डिस्ट्रिक्टलाच आहे फक्त सोलापूर डिस्ट्रिक्टला फक्त सोलापूर डिस्ट्रिक्ट
So we'll start now. So we were talking about energy sector. Hello, hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we were talking about the energy as a global challenge. The earlier challenges were different. Now, if you want to compete globally, energy utilization is the prime, the what we can say, the source we can say, because transportation and communication are these two legs of development. Right? If you are not able to go early to the Delhi and come back and implement what you are to do in your industry will not move fast. Earlier, like 10, 15 years back, the story was different. We used to go by either a train or some other resources. So this becomes easy if you are going by the aeroplane. But just imagine the energy consumption for the aeroplane is several times higher than any other vehicle. Right? You might have seen the Ajit Dada's this helicopter, like a 400-liter fuel was there. Right? Likewise. So the distance is very little, but see the fuel consumption. So what I wanted to say here, if you build up your, or if you go for the improvement in a lifestyle, energy consumption is more, and there is no alternative for that. We can reduce it, but we cannot come in a compete with the other countries. So if you want to compete with the other countries, we should be upgraded where the energy consumption is very high. That's the reason why the Anna Vastra Nivara was the earlier uh, needs, but these needs are not no more now. The needs are the quality energy resource, quality water, food. The sequence has changed. What I wanted to say here, the sequence has this. I am talking about the global. And see, these days because of this communication mode, global problem becomes a local, and local becomes a global. So there is no local are different than the global. Everywhere I am talking about. The problems of city are the problems of village. Right? This is the case actually, is there. So energy is on a top priority, is the global problem, and this is for the next 50 years. And still there is no solution for, no alternative for the petrol, diesel or your LPG. Why I am saying this? The reason we have already observed during the, I mean, it's like a situation of like last 3-4 months back, just you imagine. Slight changes in international policies will directly affect on the local petrol pump. There was a big line and people were there waiting for petrol or something like that. The prices are going up. So these problems are there. And at the end, diverse effect, I will let you know, the carbon which is coming out from the burning of this fuel in the form of carbon dioxide will be the source of global warming. Means the radiation which are coming from the sun should come, hit the surface and go back. But on the way, these molecules of carbon dioxide will make these radiations engage on the surface. So one ray will do the job of 10 rays, is multiple times hitting to the surface. And this surface becomes warmer and warmer. This is not good. And every year we are observing temperature of a Earth's surface is going by 1 degree centigrade higher. So again the ice is started melting, and one day we'll observe, you might have seen in a magazines or in a newspaper, one day Earth will go down in the water. Water will cover whole surface of the Earth. It's true in a scientific way that the place where the ice is there, ice is started melting and the sea level is going up. That we are recognized at the every corner of the India borders where the level of water is coming up. Hey, this is fact. And so why we the India is having a trouble because of this? We don't have the management, proper management. We the India which is having the huge number of mega cities. You will understand what I am saying. The cities are more, in that the mega city is very high, and mega cities, city to mega cities transportation is transformation is again high. So in this way, we the India globally on a top position where the large number of mega cities are there, and unfortunately they are not manageable. Here in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, I will let you know the water management is not at all proper. Even we have the Chalkwadias nearby. We are having the corporation water after 5 to 6 days. Sorry, I'm sorry. After 5 to 6 days. So this is not a good sign of a development. Still, we are in a developing mode. And we have a dream to transfer from developing to developed. If you want to be a developed country, we should work on a certain things. So by putting this dream in the mind, I thought, why not to collect the hydrogen as the energy source, which is from the free of cost water molecule. Right? So that was my project. So the background for this is that the reason why the majority of people are moving to the cities, and if they are getting a quality food in the villages, unfortunately somehow they are suffering by the quality food, quality water, quality air in the cities. Right? So the pollution quality index is down. We are in a red zone instead of a green zone. Right? I was talking about the hydrogen. Hydrogen, why hydrogen is having the huge energy density, like 38 kilowatt hour per kg. Right? And there is zero carbon emission. So what you will do with the hydrogen? we can work on this very systematically, and we can use that for the transportation, for building, for industry. This electrochemical system that I don't want to go in detail because I don't know how many are there from the science background and especially from the physics or the chemistry background. So this is the current status, and so by putting this in a view, in a mind, I have worked on a different system. The reason for to work is to develop the energy resource. People are working on to develop the energy resources, but unfortunately, end users are more. See the situation. This picture is from our Rajdhani, Mumbai. We have this much cloud, and see the energy utilization of this in the for the lightning, for transportation, right? So the consumption is more. So then the nanotechnology is the one of the area where I thought will give a certain solution, and that is having a certain background is a Nobel Prize winner Richard Smalley. He talked about this. The most of the basic materials needs in energy, health, communication, transportation, food, water will come from the nanotechnology. Right? Then what is nanotechnology? Why this the work is beautiful? So is there. Right? And we have work on the development of a new material, and this material we have used for certain applications, right? So these applications includes development of the electrocatalytic system and at a nano region and at the atomic level. And so this material we can use for certain applications to generate the hydrogen. To generate the hydrogen here it's like this. And so this hydrogen we can use as a source of energy. This is the data actually. And this data we have used for to screen the material, to sort out the material which is good and which is having the good performance actually. Another system where we have used graphene as the base. On this graphene, we have decorated some atoms, specifically electron deficient atom of like a boron. And this material we have used for applications to produce the hydrogen from the water actually. It's easy and cost effective method we have developed. And we have given the solution for this. Right? So this way, this actually I have shown the whatever the work I have shown, that is I have done in United States. Right? So this is about the work and the overall structure of the Fulbright and what I have done over there. So with this, I would like to thanks the team with whom I have worked during my PhD and postdoc. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the James William Fulbright, he talked about the essence of intercultural education is the acquisition of empathy, the ability to see the world as others see it, and to allow for the possibility that others may see something we have failed to see. Right? So by keeping certain views in mind, he started. Unfortunately, he got the success, and still after like us more than 75 years, we got a international connection because of the dream of this United States stakeholder, the intercultural education. Let us be a little humble. Let us think that the truth may not perhaps be entirely thus by the Jawaharlal. Thank you. I'm waiting for your questions. We have more time for a discussion. You can ask questions. Any questions related to the area, related to the Fulbright, related to get a host, related to write a proposal, whatever may be things, whatever may be will come in mind that I am happy to answer. Question? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Participant, any question, you can unmute themselves.
Yeah, you unmute and you ask. Please understand, this is not limited only to the science. We have a professor from the university. We have went for this Fulbright Nehru Fellowship. One of my colleague, Bina Singer, is from the history. Earlier, our teachers, like A.G. Khan, some other English professors also from the same university, they went for through this program. Again, I will let you know, this is not only limited for the faculties from the university. The college faculties also there. So what I want to say is don't make limited for yourself. Just you give the exposure for yourself. You will have the ample opportunities. Yes, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
This is Dr. Samadhan Pawar from Kolhapur.
yes, please.
Whatever you presented, the opportunities which are in European countries.
Not for this
Other
is
than
only for the United States actually. If you are talking about the Fulbright, it is for the United States. If you are talking
Fulbright
about
and
the
that,
Humboldt, Marie Curie, these are for the European countries.
yeah. Other than these countries, South Korean
There
that
are their own fellowships. Brain pool is there.
Brainpool Fellowship.
Yeah, yeah. Because the objectives are different. That why I wanted to uh, s- spoke on more on this Fulbright reason why this is a cultural based, right? The merit is judged based on your leadership, and this is United States based, right? So the brain pool and all the other fellowships are only the research based, right?
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Sir, are there short span fellowships?
Short span fellowship means already are there. Like for you can go for a 4 month, 6 month, 8 month. This is short span. Or you can go for 2 weeks as a administrator.
How many seats are allotted to Indian countries?
Indian countries maybe around from all fellowships, like for under one title around like 4 to 5 people, right? Likewise yearly around is 80-85 faculties will go. Any more? See, if
Thank
you
you, sir.
have
Thank
any question, you can write me at any time. You can drop me message on a WhatsApp. The number which I have given, this number is WhatsApp number. Come back.
Sir, every year the calls are open or not?
Yes, yes. Every year calls are open. Every year calls are open. You can catch a person which are in the list of their alumni. They will give you the detailed information. Accordingly, you can find out the information from that group and all things, or the which area is comfortable. Such type of things will be possible for you.
In most of the fellowships, first of all, we have to select the host, or after selection, we can select.
Both way you can go. You can propose the 3-4 names during the application, and during the interview you should be surely say the host is you got a host. Sometimes the problem comes actually if you are writing a proposal, the support of that person will help you more. Means you have the very first draft, you will read it, you will come up with some suggestions, you will add that suggestion, and slowly after 3-4 round your proposal will be at the end with a high quality. So to get a better quality, the multiple interaction with that support or that professor is equally important. So in that point of view, better you contact or find out or finalize the host as early as possible before application.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any more?
Sir, whenever I looking for fellowship uh, in US or in Germany, Japan, the work is only demanding energy.
It's not like that. In from which area you are working, that area's priority groups are there. Or from which faculty, if I am from the social sciences priority areas are there. If I am from the material, yes, of course, the energy is on the top. If I am from the life sciences, specific, the targets are like a cancer, means like a DNA repairing. Right? The areas are fixed. Priority areas are very important in the research. We should turn from the existing your area to the, you should always enter in the priority areas if you want to survive.
But college teachers are not matching such type of work
What
or
what you want to say?
college teachers.
Okay. Yes, for college teacher also, you see, if you want to build up your own research group, you have to apply for the funding. You should make the collaboration. You should contact immediately the nearby the researcher of the university. So this way, somehow slowly you will build up. Yes, I am from the university. I am having a certain limitation. So I am having the collaboration with the people from the IITs or ISERs or the state and national institutes. For them, yes, they have the international relations. For me, one or two international, 10, 15 national collaborators are there. For them, 10, 15 international collaborators. So likewise, chain is there. But yes, you are in the part of, you are also a part of this chain if you have started interacting with the people, those who are working in the energy or some other areas in your aligned areas in the universities, like that. Okay, आपण थांबूच.
Yes, sir.
I think there is no questions from
Any
audience side.
participants, you have questions from Dr. Sathe, sir. You can unmute and ask the question. If there are no questions, we can conclude this session. So I think, sir, no questions are there. We can conclude now.
Yes, yes, please.
So on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, my special thanks to Honorable Management Council member of our university, Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, Professor Sathe sir, for being here, sparing his valuable time and efforts. So I'm really thankful to you, sir. With the permission of Dr. Sathe sir, I declare that this technical session is over. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you me for again for giving me an opportunity for a part
Thank
of
you,
this.
sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.